Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my face with some new Rare Beauty products that I just purchased. This is the first time that I ever purchased from Rare Beauty, which is Selena Gomez's makeup brand. I'm impressed with her brand. I love the name Rare Beauty. I love the packaging, the way that the packaging gets delivered to you, the colors that she chose for her packaging, for her brand. When you order from Rare Beauty, inside of the box you get a message from Selena Gomez in the back, and then there's like a perforated line right here that you can rip apart. One says #rare reminder, and then the other side of the card, because there's a little perforated line here that separates them, says create and share your #rare reminder, a short message of self-love or gratitude to help spread positivity and inspire others. So it's just reminding you to share that rare reminder, which is probably why they give you a blank side. That way you can either put it on your bulletin board, or you can write your rare reminder in it and share it on Instagram with the #rare reminder. So aside from this coming in the box, also comes wrapped in this tissue paper with the Rare logos all over them. The products come inside of this bag, and so you just open them up and then you have a cute makeup bag to travel with. So I thought that that was really nice. Every time you order from them you get a bag. So very cute, very good quality bag. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually just gonna start doing my makeup with the products in the way that Selena Gomez recommends that you use the products. So I watched videos on the Rare Beauty YouTube channel and how she states that she recommends you use the product. So as I am using the product, I'll be talking about what product it is and the shade it is. So let's get into it. And the first Rare Beauty product that I'm going to apply is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. When she was applying this product, she said that she recommends applying it with your hands because it's essentially supposed to be like your moisturizer. And of course for your hands to be clean when you do apply the product. When I received this, I was upset, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, this is so small. It's literally the size of a travel size. Like, here's the concealer, and I was like, I hope a little goes a long way with this to justify the fact that it's $29. I'm happy to say that a little does go a long way, but even then, because of the size of the product, like $29 for this I don't think is a good price point. I really don't. So yeah, that's my thought on that. This is how I apply it. I like to just squeeze some onto my finger, like a little line. I'm using shade 24N, and I'm gonna apply it in the way that she recommends. I have applied the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer with a brush, and that works well. It's blendable. It feels nice on the skin. It looks, you know, hydrating and radiant in my opinion. It's also very easy to blend with my fingers right now, and my skin feels soft. I have a neutral undertone, so I made sure that the moisturizer had a neutral undertone, and this shade match is perfect. I had 34N before, and it was just like 3 shades, 2 to 3 shades darker than my natural skin tone, and I knew I had to exchange it, so I exchanged it for 24N. The fact that a little goes a long way makes me look past the fact that it's travel size, because this is small. This is very small. Do I think that it should be $29? No, I don't, because of the size. Even though a little goes a long way, this I feel like is too little. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get through this whole bottle, but I love the product. So the next thing that I'm going to apply is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer, which is $19. Originally I had gotten the shade 210, but that was light medium with neutral beige undertones, and I felt like that shade did nothing for my under eyes because it was literally the same color as my skin. I like for my under eyes to be a little bit on the brighter side, not white but bright. So I ended up getting the shade 170W, and that is light with warm olive undertones. I feel like neutral undertones usually fall within an olive undertone category. So this is light with warm olive undertones, and the shade is 170W. It looks like a pretty light shade, but I like my concealers to be somewhat brightening but not overly brightening. And I do like the applicator. It's pointy, it lets you get right into the corner. I like this concealer shade. It's brightening, but it's not so brightening that it looks pale in my opinion. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes and everywhere that I place concealer on my face with the Always an Optimist Soft Radiance Setting Powder in the shade Light. Originally, I had bought Light Medium, but it was the literal shade of my skin. So when I went ahead and applied this to my under eyes, it didn't look bright, and I want it to look bright. You have to take your preferences in makeup into consideration. So that's why I exchanged it, and that was the last product that I exchanged. That's where the powder comes out of. Wonderful thing to have so that powder doesn't go everywhere. So I just take it, open it, put the powder in here, tap, tap, tap into the lid, and I go ahead and start setting my concealer. And her products, they feel so good on the skin. The powder is talc free. So like, she really thought about everything. The powder gives a soft airbrush effect, in my opinion. All the products, when you're applying them, they just all feel good on the skin. They sit on the skin nicely. They are easily blendable. They don't feel heavy. Everything feels light, and it doesn't look like you're not wearing anything, because sometimes when you wear makeup, you want to look like you're wearing makeup, you know, but it just looks so natural and beautiful. So glad that I exchanged the products for shades that match me better. Do not be afraid to do the exchanges. One thing about their exchange, they're wonderful with exchange. It's such an easy process. One thing about their exchanges though is you can only exchange one product at a time. It is so hard to get your hands on their blushes, so hard. 9 times out of 10, the shade that you are looking for is sold out, so you have to like watch like a hawk or get it from other retailers like Sephora or Kohl's. I ended up finding the shade that I wanted to purchase, which is Encourage, on the Kohl's website, and I just ordered it to the store and got it that way, because by the time that I was gonna order it from Rare Beauty, it was sold out. But yeah, I have the shade Encourage, which is a soft neutral pink, and it's a dewy finish. So the way that it says to apply it is you use the doe foot applicator and you place 1 to 2 dots on each cheek, and you use fingertips to gently pat it into the skin for a seamless finish. These are very pigmented but very blendable, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply it like that. I did see in the videos that Selena Gomez does 1 to 2 dots on each of her cheeks and uses a brush to blend that out, but I'm just gonna do it as the website suggests. The price for these blushes are $20. I personally think that's too much, and here's why. The concealer is $18, right? The blush is $20, but when you look at the bottom, both of them have 0.25 fluid ounces, 7.5 milliliters. So it's the same amount of product, but you're being charged $20 for one and $19 for the concealer. So same exact amount of product. One is 20 bucks, the other is $19. Again, if it was up to me, the concealer should be $14, not $19. And blush, well, I would give it $16 if they want to give it a fancier price, even though they both have the same amount of product in them. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it the way that it says to apply. These are very pigmented. I love the packaging. I love the gold accent on there. And then it just says to blend with your fingertips. And I'm afraid, because do you see how pigmented that is? I knew this because I tested this out already for weeks. Oh my gosh, I put too much. But I just wanted to follow the directions on the website. You know what? Trust the process. Let's trust the process, right? The process. These blend like a dream though. But because it's so pigmented, it's giving me extra work right now. So my advice to you guys, 1 dot on the cheek, on each cheek. 1 dot on each cheek is more than enough. The last thing that I bought was the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist, and this is $24. And love the packaging. You can use it before your makeup as a primer, and you can use it as a setting spray. This is a good size of packaging. $24, yeah, whatever. It could be $24. It is quite a bit of product. My only complaint is that I feel like you use a lot of product, because when it sprays, like, it covers like a very small area, and like you feel like you don't have enough on your skin. So that's my only complaint. And this is the final look. So all I did was applied some NYX brow gel to my eyebrows. I've been loving that brow gel. And I added some mascara and a clear lip gloss by Maybelline. I love those lip glosses. And this is how the final look turned out. This setting spray, it adds that glowiness to your face. It really does. Yeah, you can use it in between layers of makeup to help everything melt together. You can use it to just set everything in place at the end of your makeup routine. You can use it throughout the day for a quick pick-me-up, and you can use it without makeup. This setting spray gives you such a beautiful glow. So yeah, I'm super impressed with Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I absolutely love it. Everything about it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and tap that notification button down below so that you can get notified the next time that I upload a video.